So over to something completely different. I saw that you spoke about the Merkabah. And that is something I've seen online, and I see that, some people are talking about it, but I haven't understood what it is. So I thought maybe you can explain it.
Well, this is to do with your fifth dimensional energy body.
Okay.
So when you reach a certain frequency, the pyramid comes up and a pyramid comes down over your energy fields. And that is the Merkabah. And that's your light body. It contains all the light you have ever earned throughout your soul journey.
Okay.
That's its importance. It enables you to connect right up into the highest frequencies and down into hollow earth.
Okay.
And so that's why it's important. Now, a lot of people talk about the Merkabah, but once you then contain divine feminine wisdom, that Merkabah becomes an orb. It becomes a circle. The reason for this is because a circle or an orb can carry more light than a pyramid shape.
So divine feminine, what did you say? Divine feminine?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Because you said that is coming in now, especially.
Well, it is, because Earth has been out of balance for thousands and thousands of years. We've been much too masculine dominated. Women have allowed themselves to be subjugated as part of the experiment, and now many women are claiming their power. And so the divine feminine energy, the wisdom, is coming back in many ways. It's coming through the unicorns. It's coming through the moon and bathing us, especially when there's a supermoon. Mm-hmm. It's coming through those women who are standing up and saying, enough, we stand in our power. But you can't do that with masculine energy. You have to do that with the wisdom energy. Remember that the divine feminine wisdom is more powerful than the masculine energy.
It is?
Much more powerful. Men are frightened of it, have always been frightened of it. But it is coming forward now to come into balance.
But that doesn't mean that men don't have divine feminine...
Absolutely.
Inside, right?
They certainly do. And as each human being balances internally, then the planet can come into balance.
Yes, I hear that so many places now. It's amazing.
It's very important.
Yes. So let's speak a little bit about spiritual laws, because I think it was in this book you spoke about that there are 33 spiritual laws and then 3 laws that are very important. And I thought that was so interesting. And you said, like, when you go down the road, you know that you have to stop at the red lights, that's laws we have here, like rules, etc. So I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about maybe those most important spiritual laws.
Well, the laws all tell you something, like the law of karma tells you that if you do something, it's going to come back to you in like form sometime. And so, very good idea to keep your balance sheets balanced. There are 3 transcendent laws: the law of grace, the law of mercy, and the law of oneness. Now, when you use those laws, like grace is offering total release and forgiveness to someone. When you do that, then miracles can happen. When you work with oneness, there is no separation, and at that point, anything can take place. So the transcendent laws are really alchemical energies that enable you to move mountains.
What was the third? Transcendent.
Was it mercy?
Mercy, yeah, right. Mercy, oneness, and grace. Okay. So if you can work with them in your everyday life, like for instance, oneness, I can put myself in your shoes in a way and just feel like you are me and we're ultimately one. So what I do to you I will do to myself. Just get into that
There
mindset.
is no separation between us, the animals, the reptiles, anybody.
Right.
Energetically, we're all interconnected and merged.
So you mentioned orbs. Can you tell us a little bit about what orbs are actually? I mean, for those who don't know even.
Yeah. Orbs are the sixth dimensional light bodies of the angelic realms. So, for example, the angels have said for a long time that they wanted to give us physical proof of their presence.
Oh.
And so what they did was they dropped seed thoughts into the minds of those who were working with digital cameras, that they would create a vibration or frequency that the angels could use to come into. So if a person is ready, they take a photograph and an orb will appear in it. Now, it'll appear normally as a round circle, but if it's got Archangel Michael energy in it, it'll be blue. If it's got Raphael in it, it'll be green. If it's got Gabriel in it, it'll be pure white, and there'll be a ring around the inside of it. So every archangel comes in with its color. There are, of course, some absolutely glorious orbs where several archangels are together, and I show some pictures of those in my Orbs book. Then there are new orbs coming in now, which are from other universes, other star systems, the beings from those star systems coming in and showing themselves in orbs. There are also orbs coming in where they've taken a geometric shape to bring healing or information, keys and codes of something, into the planet. Now there are orbs, so you take a photograph somewhere and there are just literally millions and millions of orbs. Now that is a portal. You can see in those orbs that some have got a round edge to them, and you can often see a face in those, and those are angels bringing a spirit to help them pass over or to come in to be born. There are also those that have no edge. Now those are people who've been stuck for some time. They've died, they haven't seen the light, and they have been accompanied by an elemental, and the elemental is trying to draw them to a portal so that they can see the light and pass over. And so there are also orbs containing lots of spirits, the families of the loved ones coming to collect someone. So all those orbs are giving us information and are absolutely fantastic and spectacular to see.
Can you ask if they can appear, like if you're taking a picture, would that help?
Yeah, that's a lot of people who are very tuned into orbs. Therefore, they get orbs in every photograph. They learn to ask this angel to come in or that angel to do something or other, and they do.
I think I actually got a few orbs. I was up in north of Norway and I took some pictures in Finnmark, and it seems like there are like 3 orbs there. At least they look like orbs, and I was like, is that orbs? But I'm always like, no, I'm sure it's not. But I put it on Instagram and people were like, oh, that's an orb.